Hey there, guys. You've made it all the way to day 21 of boot camp. Great job. Great job. I just want to sing like, we are the champions, my friends. We're making it this far into it. Y'all are insane. Insane. It just means that you really have a goal and you know where you're going and you're going to get there. I'm so proud of you guys. So proud of you guys. So we've been behind the scenes developing like crazy, developing tools for you guys. We decided to pause on the tools this weekend and put all of our attention onto the website instead to develop some more free stuff for you to have. And we're going to keep dumping free stuff on that site. So I would say even after boot camp ends, I want you to pop on the site at least once a week and touch some of the buttons and just mess around on there, especially under the free stuff, especially under the resources page. You're really going to want to watch the resources page because as the DVDs get released and as the boot camp on DVD gets released, I look tired. Oh no, I'm not tired. I just didn't put much makeup on today. This is my usual blonde self. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I got a good night of sleep last night. Now, tomorrow morning I'm anchoring, so tomorrow night I probably will legit look tired. I'll look tired. I just don't have much makeup on. So we've been spending a lot of time on the website to try to develop some more free tools, and we loaded the website for you guys. Loaded the website. Hey, John, when can you shoot Jeremy and Trina a text and tell them to text you when the 101 is up? Because I know he's working on that right now. Then I can announce it before the boot camp's over. That's me being a slave driver to my husband. He's so amazing. All right, so this is week 5 of boot camp. This is day 21, week 5 of the game plan boot camp. And I'm so proud of you guys that I actually made a certificate of completion for you that is up on the boot camp website. So whenever your team members finish the boot camp, you guys can print it off and sign the bottom and mail it to them as a congratulations for them finishing the boot camp. So that's just a free thing that's up under free stuff for you to download. And I put my name on the bottom of it just to tell you guys how proud I am of you being the very first group to get through the full Oil Ability Game Plan Boot Camp. You are the very first one. So I just wanted to give you guys a little love from John and I to say, hey, you did a great job and we're really proud of you. So we spent the entire weekend working on the Oil Ability website, some of the new additions, just so you know what's going on. First off, we have a page that explains the 7 steps to the game plan system. The last thing I want to do is end this boot camp and not tell you what's next. What's the next thing when Friday comes and goes and we're all going through boot camp withdrawal, because I assure you I'll be going through boot camp withdrawal. So what's the next step after you finish that? So we put an entire page up just to show you how to use this thing. Matter of fact, we even got a contest going on the 7-step page that shows you how to use the system. So at the end of this training tonight, I'm going to pick 3 random people and we're going to give away my $100 thumb drives, which we don't sell anywhere right now. There's a reason we're not selling them anywhere. It's because I want to make sure that we have permission to be able to publish those scripts. So until we have that permission, we're not going to be selling them. I can give them away as much as I want, but I can't sell them till we have permission from Young Living. The game plan book, by the way, we got permission from Mary Young to write that one. She's the one that said, go ahead, Sarah. She said, and I quote, "Is it going to raise business builders?" And I said, yes. And she goes, then go for it. You have my full permission. Go ahead and publish the game plan book. So we knew we had permission for that. The script book will come a little bit later. We're going to see Gary and Mary on the cruise, and I'll approach them about it and just say, hey, what are your thoughts on this? Can I fly to Utah, sit down with compliance for a few days and go through these scripts line by line and make sure that this is exactly what you want us to say so that we don't put Young Living in a place of danger. So we do not have the script books. We don't have any plans for publishing them yet until we get the green light from Young Living. So you don't even need to ask me. I assure you, if we get permission, you will hear about it everywhere. Okay? You'll hear about it everywhere. But please don't write me every week and say, do you have permission yet? Because right now that's something it's in the works. All right? Hold on. Oh, John, you was just right there. There he is. There's John's cameo. John has a big announcement. Do you want to say it? Go ahead.
The new Oil Ability Audio 101 is up.
The new Audio 101 is up. It does not have any of our numbers on it. All right, coming straight from the horn. Right there, you know he loves making cameo appearances. It's like his favorite thing ever. He's looking at me like, get that camera off my face. The new 101 is up. So we spent a lot of time today going through line by line by line, making sure, please accept my apologies. It wasn't on purpose. I'd recorded the 101 before I started boot camp and just forgot what I had put in it. So that has none of our contact information in it. So it's going to point right back to you guys as the person sharing the class. So I said, please contact the person that gave you this lecture, whether it was through the Oilability Team website or whether it was copied onto a CD and you handed them out at class. Whatever your method is of sharing that belongs to you guys. So that's a gift from John and I. We adore you, and I hope that helps you to grow your business, especially with leaders that are not in state. Our number one goal is to generate tools that you can use that make it easier to do your businesses. It's absolutely never, ever, 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 ever to prospect your people. So I'm really sorry. It was just an honest mistake. But I'm glad that you guys caught it. It's updated. It's up on the website, and may you be blessed from that audio. We got the Echoes on. Woohoo! We love you guys, and we truly, truly want to come alongside you and see you get up on that diamond stage with us. So speaking of the diamond stage, we're not diamonds. That announcement's not coming yet. But leg 4 for us, you guys know to be a diamond, you have to have 5 legs that are 15,000. Leg 4 is at 13,500 right now. And leg 5 is at 13,600 right now for us. We're literally 1,500 away on both legs. So we're like, whew, with the diamond thing. We're going to head into February very strong for a diamond ship. So you guys got some diamond dust. You want to sprinkle that on us. You want to send your prayers over us with the diamond ship. The Lord told me in September that it was going to be in February. And so I've been praying February over and over and over and over again. And I don't think we're going to get it this month. We're like 24 hours out from the end of the month. I think it's going to be next month. But if you guys want to pray over that, we will totally take those prayers. I am completely unabashed at asking for prayer. Thank you. Crystal said, sprinkle, sprinkle. I love you. Appreciate you guys. So no diamond announcements this month, but oh my word, let me tell you, I'm like, every time I look at it, I'm like, because we felt this in November. It was like breathing down our neck. All right, so a couple things I want to talk to you guys about. The 7 steps to the game plan system. If you haven't had a chance to check out that new page, we put the link up on the Oilability Team Facebook page that you guys are watching this from. So, and basically, I'm just going to go through it with you real quick so that you truly understand exactly what the next thing is when boot camp ends. All right? Laura says, if God told you February, it'll be February. Yes, words of life. So what you've stumbled on, if you're handing somebody the link to this website, is the most affordable, duplicatable system in all of Young Living. We've literally given you everything we possibly can for free and only kept the book out for sale. The reason the book's for sale is because it's like ridiculously long and would be exorbitantly difficult to print. So the easiest way to do it, rather than burning out all of your printers, was just to put it up on Amazon. They ship it. It's a $20 investment in their business. If they're not willing to spend $20 to invest in their business, then that raised some red flags for me. Okay. But the rest of the tools are all free up on the website. So this was designed to be used to be duplicated again and again and again and again. So as soon as this ends on Friday, you're supposed to go right into it with the next set of people that you're going to be working with. This one system has produced hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of success stories. I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Like, we've lost count how many times this has worked for every different color personality, every different type of talent. I mean, the book is composed of all the different talents in Young Living, all the different ways of sharing. So you should be able to find one way in there that works really well for you. The system has 7 steps. 7 steps. Step 1, you give a mini. You give them your game plan, all right? It's to help them catch the vision for their business. We are working right now getting the mini into a $1 Kindle format. That's going to answer all the questions people have about getting them in Canada, getting them in Singapore, Hong Kong, France, Germany, Belgium, Czechoslovakia, Japan, Australia. All of you guys have written, we have heard. We have heard your pleas. We're working on it. We are working on being able to ship the hard copies to you. It's just going to be a few more weeks in the making once we get over this wave. 43,000 minis sold in 4 days. 43,000. Okay. So you guys are taking this very seriously about having people catch the vision. But we are working with Amazon right now to get a Kindle version that's downloadable for $1. So we're working really, really hard on that. Step 2. What do? You just hand those suckers out like candy. They're $1. Hand them out in your classes. Hand them out on the street. Hand them out to your friends. Hand them out to your family. If I will you. If I give this to you, will you read it and call me in 3 days? Okay. If I will you. So hand them out everywhere. They're meant to be distributed all over the place, because every time you hand it out, you're investing in your business. That's a potential business builder that is going to contact you because the last page says, contact the person that gave you this book. And when you flip the book over right in the back of the mini, if you guys have a copy of the mini, right in the back, if you see right there, right next to the ISBN code, it says, I am here to give you a leg up. Just shoot me a message. Here's my contact information. So we made it really easy for you to just get some labels, stick them right on the back of the book so they can contact you. How will we hand out a Kindle version? Yeah, probably a purchase code. Yeah, absolutely. So you can just put your label right on the back of it with all your information so they're able to contact you. So we made it very, very, very simple for you to be able to share. And we've already had success stories of business builders, and this book's literally been released for a week. So I'm real excited about that. Step 2, when they approach you about the business, the mini's going to point right back to you. It's going to tell them to come to you for a teacher training. So they're already expecting it. You don't have to feel like you're being salesy to them because the book already does that for you. It already does the hard work for you. So when they approach you about the business, you sit down and you do the 3-page teacher training with them, which is in Appendix J. Don't give them the game plan book. It's going to overwhelm them. So step 1 is mini. Step 2 is do the teacher training. Step 3 is coach them. Coach them how to market their class and host their first class and then do follow-up. You're going to walk them through one cycle of getting their, doing their business. Jen says, Sarah says, where would you get labels made? Honestly, I just go to Walmart, get Avery labels, type out my information on it, print them off on my printer and stick them right in the back. You can get 1,000 labels for $9. So super, super cheap. All right. So step 3 is to host them through one cycle of their class. Step 4, this is to save your sanity. This is what we've been working on for 2 years in the Oilability team, and that is the game plan book, which you guys are working through right now. After that first class, after they get through that fear of the unknown, that fear that they can't read the script in front of some people, your new leader usually has 1,000 questions. Where do I place people? How do I do follow-up? I have somebody that wants to sell. Now what do I do? Can you give me a tour of the virtual office? That's where game plan comes in. Game plan was designed to stand in for you. It was designed to train your leaders for you so you're not getting worn out with the same questions again and again and again. And then what you can do is you can take your energy and pour it into them specifically and set them on fire, motivate them, excite them, keep them focused, watch for distractions. You don't have to answer the same question 10,000 times. Okay? You can just point them right to the boot camp. So that's where game plan comes in. As soon as they host their first class, my gift to those people that just did that is the game plan book and the workbook. Or if you're a star and you can't afford that, then I would at least point it to them and say, listen, it's a $35 investment online. Get the book and the workbook. It's so going to bless your business. So going to bless your business. I would also recommend the workbook, guys. Don't discount the workbook. About 5 in every 6 people on Amazon that order the game plan book also get the workbook because it customizes the book for your team. All right. It lays out specifically your own opens, your own closes, helps you set goals, helps you fill out accountability worksheets to stay on track for the month. All that stuff is in the workbook. So if you want to customize the book for you and for your team, you got to point them to the workbook also so they have their open and close written. Step 5 is the boot camp. So 4, you give them the books. Step 5 is boot camp. The videos will be up forever. Forever and ever and ever. We're never going to take them down. Okay. So as soon as you finish this, you start using the videos with your own team. Congratulations, Holly, on ranking to star. Good job. So direct them to the bootcamp workbook. If they don't have enough data to watch the videos at home, we've got teams that are watching in libraries. We've got teams that go to a certain person's house and they watch them together as a group. But if legitly nobody on your team in a certain area can watch it because of data, we are in the process of shooting the entire bootcamp to a DVD, which we will put up on Amazon for people that don't have the data to be able to watch it. But the exact same content will be at oilabilityteam.com for free. It's not going to be any different, all right? We're just doing that so people that don't have the ability and live in really rural areas also have access to the boot camp. So why would your leader want to watch boot camp? Well, it's me coaching them personally through the book, step by step by step, explaining every single chapter, erasing their fears of getting in front of people, of sharing the oils, of coming across as salesy, of not having to know everything. I will be coaching them step by step for free. For free. It doesn't cost you anything. So get them the book and the workbook. Give them the link to start working through the boot camp at their own pace. Step 6. So step 5 is boot camp. Step 6 is train 2 to train 2. So as soon as this ends, all right, as soon as this is over, what do you do when boot camp's over? Find 2 people in your organization that have an interest in Young Living as a business. All right. And what I would be doing is if you don't have anybody on your team that's interested in that, you should be handing out game plan minis like crazy during this entire training, constantly. All right. If you're just starting, as soon as you're done with the Boot Camp Friday, start training 2 other people. The best way to solidify it in your mind is to teach it to 2 other people. Okay, so you're going to get trained better if you're teaching it to 2 other people, and also they're going to be training too to train too. So you got to keep the cycle going. The only way this works is if you duplicate it. So as soon as it ends, start duplicating it, all right? There's another reason though. When you share your fire of doing a Young Living business and you train 2 people to train their own 2 people, when their first class and their boot camps are over, if that system keeps duplicating, as soon as they're done, you train 2 to train 2, they turn around and train 2 people. Then those people turn around and train 2 people. Every 5 weeks, you've just doubled the amount of leaders on your team. Every 5 weeks, you've got more leaders, more new leaders on your team. So, can you tell me which one it is?
That's the thumb drives.
Oh, okay. All right. So if you keep doing this system over and over and over again, you're going to have an organization of 531,000 people and you're a Royal Crown Diamond in 1 year. 1 year, if you can train your leaders to do what you just did. And it's easy to train them because all they have to do is give the links to the boot camp that's already recorded for them, or point them to Amazon to get the book. We made the system very simple. They don't have to be a rock star and know it all. They literally just have to put links up for videos or gift the book to people. So it's very, very easy to use this system. That's why Game Plan works so well, because you don't have to know it all to be able to do it. It doesn't matter what your rank is. You're using a tool. You're using a tool. Whenever you're using a tool, you don't have to be the expert. The tool is Game Plan. Step 7, rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Keep the cycle going. So here are a few things that I would recommend as soon as you guys are done with boot camp on Friday when you're finished. Number 1, get the Game Plan book on Audible for yourself. Get it for yourself. I gift this to every single one of my leaders that finishes boot camp. I gift them the Audible book because I want that in their head. When you study from an audiobook, you're learning in a totally different way. You're using different parts of your brain to study. Different sentences are going to convict you versus highlighting it in the book. You want this information in your head constantly so that it becomes second nature and you can offer quick responses to your own team. So listen to it in the car, listen to it when you're doing dishes. An Audible file or Apple iTunes can be listened to from your cell phone. So you don't have to have any special software to be able to listen to it. The second thing I tell you when you finish boot camp is to print off the certificate of completion. So you have a little award from John and I for finishing the boot camp. So print it off, fill your name out. No, audiobook is not out, but I swear I check it every 15 minutes. Like every 15 minutes. We called them Friday. They said it could be Friday. We called them today. They said it could be today. It could be tonight. It could be as soon as I finish with this. When I refresh, it might be up. So I'm guessing if it isn't tonight, it probably will be sometime tomorrow because they told us 3 days max, and tomorrow is day 4. They really like to just give me heart palpitations, honestly, at Amazon. I'm like, come on, people. Do we have to be at the very edge of every single statistic that you give? So I would just tell you guys, print off the certificate because it's an honor. You have just finished the hardest boot camp in all of Young Living. There's no place out there with 30 or 35 hours of training. So I'm so proud of you guys for getting it done. You're well on your way to growing a thriving organization because of your tenacity. You're going to have a legacy income for your family. If you can finish this boot camp, you can go to Royal Crown Diamond. I guarantee it. Because all you got to do is read the 3-page script over and over and over again. If you have the tenacity to finish this thing, you totally have the tenacity to be a Royal Crown Diamond. So print the certificate off. You guys have earned it. The next thing I would say is leave a review for us on Amazon, not just for the Game Plan book, but also for the workbook and also for Game Plan Mini. We only have 10 reviews for Game Plan Mini right now. 70% of all purchases are based on peer reviews. So if you want to come alongside our vision of getting so many diamonds on the Young Living stage that they need a new stage, that we're going to break the stage, then you can bless others after you by leaving a review. So it would really bless John and I and also the Young Living distributors coming after you to see those reviews on Amazon. So please put your thoughts of the system on there and bless us back also. This one's absolutely critical. Absolutely critical. Print off the Game Plan accountability worksheet and start filling it out with your team every single month. Print it off and stick it inside your planner and keep it with you. This is critical to keeping you and your leaders on track. All right, really important. Know the legs you're working on. Know your OGV you're going through that month. Know how much you want to grow in Essential Rewards. All right, make sure you know where you're going at the start of every single month. Get your classes scheduled the last week of every month. So by the time the month starts, you're already ready to go and you're off and running with the marketing. And then the last thing is start the next 5-week cycle with 2 more of your own leaders. Now, if you're in upper leadership, maybe you're a platinum or a diamond doing this, and you want to get all of your silvers on with you next. You just want to check it out and see if it's something you wanted to do, right? So get all your silvers on one of the boot camps, all your golds on one of the boot camps, and train them to train 2 people. Train them to pour into their teams the way you're pouring into yours. All right, they may be brand new in your organization, or they might be seasoned leaders in your organization, but just whatever you do, do it together. As soon as their day 25 of boot camp ends, have them start with their next 2 leaders, and then train the ones that you just finished to train 2 more people. That is how you build a Royal Crown Diamond OGV. We don't know what the cost of the Audible is yet. They have to tell us. So ways of doing boot camp on your own teams. I want to give you a couple of ideas. This all falls under the Raising Leaders chapter that we're covering for tonight for boot camp. Ways of doing boot camp on your own teams, because this is going to raise leaders for you. You can watch the videos together in your home or individually and check in. Accountability is really important. Make sure that you have accountability on your team. You can have your leaders watch the videos, and then at the end, we have probably over 200 teams out there that as soon as this video ends, they go do their own Facebook Live with their team and say, hey, what'd you guys think about this that Sarah said? What'd you think about this? What about these 3 points? Who's going to try this week? I've got an orange roll on for somebody who's willing to do X, Y, Z. Incite your leaders, ignite them, set them on fire, talk with them about the things that they're learning in boot camp and hold them accountable. We're not quite there, Brenda, yet. I'll give it to you in a little bit, all right? She asked what the whales of the night was. So have team discussions, even if you just put a post up on your page. Get your team talking about boot camp and thinking about their businesses in their head. Another thing I'll tell you is to offer incentives for them completing so many videos or reading so many chapters or doing so many workbook pages a week, whatever pace you're doing. One of my leaders, which I put up on the Facebook page, actually kept a spreadsheet of the people that were on her team, and then she gave away oils for keeping up, which was awesome. That's a great idea. She's keeping them all accountable. You could opt to slow it down a bit. Maybe you think the pace is really fast for your team, and that's okay. You can do 2 videos a week or 3 videos a week and spread that out over 12 weeks instead of doing it for 25 days. Angie says she's offering Adam Green's 25 to Life. That's a good idea. I'd also recommend giving the minis. Especially if you're getting a dollar a piece. Do you know how much that would bless your leaders if you give them 5 minis for finishing, keeping up with stuff? You're literally using the game plan system to pour back into their own game plan system. And you're gifting them the tools from the system. That's awesome. I would say stick with 1 training so you're not confusing them, but that would be a really, really good gift also. So if your team is overwhelmed by the videos, you can do the book and the workbook, and you don't have to do the videos if you don't want to, or you can assign them for private viewing instead. Post the videos to your page. A lot of my leaders are doing this. Where, somebody will put a post up on their page saying, I'm going to work on making my store this weekend, or we're doing 5 make and take classes in the month of February with no 101s, or I feel like I need to know everything and I'm not so-and-so leader or so-and-so leader or so-and-so leader, or I don't know how to balance my time with this business. Guys, go grab the bootcamp video. And if you don't remember which bootcamp video it is, look in your table of contents, because they completely perfectly match the book. Perfectly match. Business DVD on Amazon will be a few weeks, probably by late February. It'll be up there, right? So you can post the video to your page. Say somebody asks a specific question, just post the link to the game plan or to the bootcamp video. If you click on video 3 or video 4, you can have the link and put it right in on your business pages to answer specific questions. That's another way you can train your team. And the other thing is to gift game plan books to every single person that ranks up in your organization each month. This is something John and I started doing in October, and our OGV went from 150,000 to 230,000. Every time somebody on our organization, and we have about 130 to 150 people every month that hit a new rank they've never hit before. Every time they rank, we just order 100 books, we get them at the bulk rate, and we sign the inside, and we give it to our leaders, because that gives them an awesome plan to know where they're going next for the next rank. So every single person on our team gets a book from us. We designed these books to be gifted. If you look on the inside cover, there's a to from section with a place for you to write a note to your budding leader. It's meant to be personalized from you to them. We did that on purpose. You can gift packs of the mini, your game plan books we just talked about, to leaders that uprank as they're looking to grow their organizations, maybe to all your stars. You can gift Amazon or iTunes gift cards for the Audible books, for those that complete Bootcamp or for those that rank up. Did you know that there's going to be a Bootcamp roundtable on the Oilability Facebook page every single Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern? Every single one, till I feel like I've answered every question that's out there. Starting next Tuesday for about a half an hour, I'm going to pick 3 or 4 questions and just answer your questions on the book. So you and your leaders can get on and ask me questions live in person, and I will be available to you. Also, if you guys have been waiting for me to respond to you, we get about 1,300 messages a day in the accounts, and I have a whole team of people helping me answer those. We started with December 1st when we released the book, and we're trying to get caught up. It'll be a lot easier when boot camp ends. If you're waiting on a gift from me or you've earned a book, we're going to have we got a whole team coming to the house next week to help me get all those mailings out. So just be patient with me. We have not forgotten you, and we will get to your message. We're just trying to stay on top of the volume. So those are just a few of the ways that I've seen the silvers, golds, platinums, diamonds use the system on their own teams, and it works. Rinse and repeat, and you're well on your way. The whole secret to the system is as soon as it ends, you got to start it again with new leaders. And it doesn't mean you're watching all the boot camp videos again. It just means you're starting the system again. You have accountability on your business pages. You're checking in with your leaders. You don't just say read it and then wait 5 weeks and don't say anything to them, okay? You got to stay on top of it and check in with them. Have them fill out their accountability sheets. Ask them questions on your page. Use the system. The system is a tool. It's not meant to replace you. Okay, you're still the leader of your organization. You are the top of your team. All right, you're the very, very top leader that your whole team is following. They want your leadership. They crave your leadership. So give them your leadership. Just utilize Game Plan as a tool with your teaching style and your fire and your enthusiasm. All right. It's not meant to replace you. It's meant to help you. It's meant to keep you on task and give you a duplicatable system that your leaders can turn around and use also with their own gifts. All right. Every 5 weeks, you get the next set of leaders going through it. So your next set of leaders should be being prepared to start boot camp on Monday. On Monday, I'm not going to be shooting any more videos. I'll have to go to the website to watch the videos, but they're going to be up forever. So thank you. I want to say thank you for trusting us with the training of your leaders. Thank you, thank you, thank you so, so much. It's not something that our team takes lightly. We take it very, very seriously. And I believe the Lord has a calling on our lives to help the widows and the sick and the poor. And the more of us that are released from financial bondage, the more people will benefit. So take this system. We've made it as cheap as we possibly can. We're going to keep adding free resources to the page constantly for you guys. Take it and just be blessed. All right. And keep checking the site for new updates. We're going to have more classes, new DVDs, new interviews, new scripts, more freebies as people make requests to us for what they need. It is an honor to be able to do this business beside you. And I cannot wait to see you guys on the diamond stage. So a little bit more about raising leaders. I'm going to tell you a couple more things we put up on the website for you. Many, many, many of you have requested that I write out the Moses blessing on the website, which is a prayer that I prayed over my family about 11 years ago to be released from financial bondage. And God has so prolifically answered that prayer, so prolifically that we're honestly, the word we're using this month is awe. We are just in awe of our Lord and Savior. I mean, 40,000 mini books, that's crazy, guys. 20,000 game plan workbooks have been sold this month already. We've sold 60,000 books in 1 month. We hold 3 of the top 20 spots on Amazon still, and it's been 8 weeks since the book was released, and we still hold 3 of the top 20 spots. And it's a Young Living book. It's not even a network marketing book. It's so specific. So I have no answer for that except for the glory and grace of our Lord and Savior. I can't even take a drop of the gratification for that. That all comes from Him. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we want to thank God too. So if you go under free resources, under the free stuff, and you scroll down, there's a link to the Moses blessing. I want you to know how seriously I took this. Obviously, I'm not going to remember a prayer that I prayed 11 years ago, but I did remember pieces of it. And so I found the scripture that was based off of that I had just been studying, and I wrote out as much of it as I could remember. And I prayed many prayers since then. I kind of incorporated all those prayers, and then we ran it by a pastor's team. So we wanted to make sure that it was theologically sound. I want you to know the Moses prayer is not a prayer in scripture. It's something that I prayed over my family. It's my own words. So it's not out of the Bible. I did give you the verse that it's based off of, but we did run it by a whole team of pastors to make sure that everything in there was kosher, that the prayer was legit. We don't ever want to be handing something to you that isn't sound. Okay. So just know that prayer is my words. All right. It's not Bible. It's my words. But I hope that it blesses you. I know many of you guys